Zero Pettifoggery, sir. Episode number 8 coming your way. Pretty excited about this one, but also dropping it a little early if you haven't noticed. Got some really important information for some landlords and some tenants out there talking about rental assistance provided by the state of New Jersey. The debut of the Major League Grubbin segment and a discussion about the courts in terms of their opening status. I know a lot of people have been asking me when these courts are going to get open and how they're opening and what protocols are going to be taking. I don't know if I'm getting into all that, but I'm getting into some of it. And we got Marauding for your ears, of course. And so check it out. Hope you enjoy. Thanks. Tuesday, June 16th, about 6:15 p.m. Just got a text this morning from the state of New Jersey's COVID hotline, and I did a little research on it. Wanted to get this information out to you. Probably going to be posting this week's episode a little bit early, but the text read, the COVID-19 Emergency Rental Assistance Program. The acronym is CVERAP. The enrollment period is Monday, July 6, 2020 at 9 a.m. until Friday, July 10th, 2020 at 5 p.m. You'll complete a pre-application, although obviously that doesn't guarantee placement. But what it'll do is it'll provide up to 6 months of temporary rental assistance to low and moderate income households that have had a substantial reduction in income or have become unemployed due to the COVID pandemic. Applicants may be eligible for a maximum of 6 months. The assistance will be capped at the DCA's fair market rent standard or the total of rent, whichever is lesser. All participants will be reviewed at the 3-month interval to see if they are still in need of assistance. Persons applying must meet all applicable income and eligibility requirements. You must be 18 years of age or older to apply or be an emancipated minor. Only one pre-application per household will be accepted. All participants will be selected through an online lottery process. You must have a gross annual household income that is below the maximum limits for the county where they are to be residing. Be a New Jersey resident, rent a unit in New Jersey. Rent must be current as of March 2020. This program will not assist with arrears. Have a substantial reduction in income after or currently receiving unemployment due to the pandemic. Have a lack of assets and savings to pay rent, and will pay a minimum of 30% of their income towards rent. So there's a chart below that kind of gives you the specifications. I'll see if I can put that up on the screen. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that, but that's the counties to start, and then it continues with this. Okay, and then so pre-applications will be accepted online. They can be submitted online starting in July 6th at 9 a.m. with the use of a personal computer, laptop, smartphone, or tablet at https://www.waitlistcheck.com/NJ559-2809. This link won't be accessible until July 6th at 9 a.m. I'll try and post that in the description. The pre-applications will not be distributed via paper or accepted. And again, it does not guarantee you're going to have placement in the program after filling out the pre-application. Your names, birth dates, income, and assets are going to be provided. An email address is required. And the Department of Community Affairs will extend reasonable accommodations to disabled individuals and persons who have limited English proficiency on a case-by-case basis, and will take into consideration the disability and the needs of the individuals without internet access. You have an applicant service unit you can make a phone call to. And lastly, the lottery process. A computerized selection process will be used to select eligible applicants. Every application submitted during the open enrollment period has the chance of being selected during the lottery. And status information will be available on waitlistcheck.com by July 21st. At this site, you can verify if you were selected for the program. If you were selected, you will see active. If you were not selected, you will see inactive. And that is about it. So if you're looking for this information other than just me reading it off the paper that I'm providing, you're going to go to the state of New Jersey government's website. You're going to go into divisions and offices. You're going to go into housing and community resources. You're going to go to offices and programs and hit a section called housing assistance. And you'll see COVID-19 emergency rental assistance program. So if you are a tenant right now and having difficulty paying your rent, I'd hustle over there, get an idea of what the pre-application looks like, and get your applications out. Again, July 6th, 9 a.m. All right? I'm sure this is going to go fast. If you're a landlord and you represent and you have residential tenants in your apartments, and you're trying to push them towards being able to pay their rent, obviously during a tough time, this is information you want to forward over to them, especially this website. And so good information. All right. So hope I can help, and I'll try and provide some of the links in the notes. Thanks. June 15th, 1:30 p.m. by popular demand, Major League Grubbin for this week. I'm going to try and mix it up. Hopefully I'll be getting out to some restaurants in the next couple weeks. But for this week, yesterday, if you're friends with me on Instagram, you saw a picture, but I made some beautiful, beautiful ribs. Take the first day. This is all taught to me by a good friend of mine, Tim Weinstein. First day, strip the membrane on the back of the ribs, salt, pepper, olive oil, leave it for a day. Then I used a dry rub for a day, paprika, garlic, onion, rosemary, ginger, salt, pepper, brown sugar, and black pepper, and actually white sugar as well. Gave that a nice dry rub after washing off all the salt, pepper, and olive oil. Gave that a day, sitting in the fridge. And then yesterday, low and slow, 225, 5 hours. Here's the key though. Take a nice slathering of Sweet Baby Ray's, put it on the top of the ribs, put it right under the broiler, blast it for a good 5 to 7 minutes. Boom, blast that. Both racks came out perfect. Meat was fall off the bone, tender, nice crispy crust on the outside. Unbelievable. So if you're not hungry, certainly hungry now. Major League Grubbin, first time checking it out. Tuesday, June 16th. Coming to you guys with a quick update. I feel like I'm saying that a lot lately, but pretty exciting news. Just received my plaque from the Marquise Who's Who publication board. As you can see, Daniel F. Durrani, Esquire, has been hereby approved as a subject of the biographical record in Who's Who in America, the inclusion in which is limited to individuals who possess professional integrity, demonstrate outstanding achievement in their respective fields, and have made innumerable contributions to society as a whole for the year 2020 into 2021. Pretty excited to accept this award. Be adding it to the other board of awards I got right over there. I'm sure you've seen some of my other videos, and I'm humbled and excited. So thanks for watching. Friday, June 12th, about 10 p.m. Wanted to give you guys a quick update. Even though I just dropped an episode, I guess this clip will get tossed into next week's episode. There was a notice to the state of New Jersey Bar, the fourth omnibus order on court operations and legal practice, which is provided by our Supreme Court in New Jersey. They provided this order to kind of give us an idea as attorneys how the court is going to be operating moving forward with keeping in mind the COVID-19 pandemic. So a couple things I think you guys might be interested in as a whole. As of right now, jury trials will be suspended for new jury trials, and providing that ongoing jury trials suspended may resume consistent with public health precautions with the consent of all parties. Second, grand jury, they're going to be extending the suspension of in-person grand jury selection and affirming that grand juries may convene remotely, consistent with the pilot program for virtual grand juries operating in Bergen and Mercer counties. Next thing, landlord-tenant, number 3. Lockouts of residential tenants evictions continue to be suspended in accordance with Executive Order 106 provided by Governor Murphy, and that was on March 19th of 2020. All landlord and tenant complaints may continue to be filed with the courts. New complaints will include an email address for the landlord and, to the extent available, an email address for the tenant. The court will be scheduling conferences, including to obtain or confirm contact information from the parties and trying to conduct settlement negotiations in an effort to resolve matters. Trials continue to be suspended until further notice. So, pretty interesting stuff. I think everybody knows Executive Order 106 that was referenced there essentially states that as a residential tenant, you cannot be evicted until 60 days after Governor Murphy lifts the state of emergency. I know that's certainly not going to make a whole lot of my landlords happy as clients, but it's a tough circumstance. So, in addition to some of those things, I have a few other updates as well. They're going to be extending the following provisions. No new jury trials. Discovery involving physical or mental examinations will not be conducted. The time period for the filing of affidavits of merit will be extended. Affidavits of merit are necessary in cases of malpractice. And there will be no special civil part or small claims trial calendars. There'll be some efforts to try and settle these matters, and judges have the ability to move forward with some of these trials in a virtual format. So, pretty interesting stuff. They're trying to move through and trying to advance to getting us back into court. And when I go in to represent some of my landlords to handle some evictions, I am in court with approximately 20 attorneys and approximately 150 people, not to mention 10 to 15 court staff. So I can't imagine that they're going to be throwing us back into courthouses, unfortunately. They're still especially concerned with moving forward with these types of cases and having people in courthouses and putting us at risk of the spread. Let's see if there's anything else. So that's what we got so far. So if you have any matters that are in front of the court right now, this is exactly what you should be looking at. A lot of litigation still going on behind the scenes, a lot of paperwork, but no court appearances. So hopefully I have more updates soon, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks. Marauding for your ears this week is a podcast by the name of Murder in Oregon. It dates back to, I believe, a 1989 murder of the head of the Department of Corrections, a gentleman by the name of Michael Franke. He was stabbed to death on the roof deck of the parking garage of the Department of Corrections office building and headquarters in Salem. There are some discussions and allegations regarding Franke uncovering corruption within the Department of Corrections, and it's a production of iHeartRadio, very well researched interviews and based very thorough and corroborated information. And I think it's something you might enjoy if you're on the podcast kick. So check it out. Thanks.
Put your hand down. Why are you smiling? Because I love the law. The law is fun. Fun, sir. It's fun? Yes. You sure? I think. Now you're thinking. First you smile, then you're thinking. You think the law is still fun? Yes. Sir. Yes. No, sir. No. It was fun. Not anymore, though, is it? Is it? Not right now. It's not fun anymore? Not even a little bit. No. Make up your mind. Think, since you're thinking. Go on, think. Is it fun? No, sir. No? Absolutely not? Zero pettifoggery, sir. All right, listen up. I'm Daniel F. Deraney, and I'm going to tell you how much fun you're going to have this episode.